The Mishawaka Education Foundation wish list is a way for School City of Mishawaka teachers and staff to receive items that are needed to aid them in helping our students have the best education possible. This wish list is for requests of $200 or less. It may be used as many times a year as the need arises for a teacher or a staff member. You can grant the entire wish or just a portion of the wish. Help our students by granting a wish from the Mishawaka Education Foundation wish list today. Online at scmef.me.
Hi, football fans. This is Rick Shutt with Thor Industries. We love this time of year because team pride is on full display in Mishawaka and beyond. That team culture from Friday night sidelines extends to our Thor Industries team. With great job opportunities in many different sectors of manufacturing, our team is a place where you can build your future right here in Elkhart. With 16 Thor companies in northern Indiana, we have a spot on the roster for you. Help us inspire the next generation of adventurers. Get started today at ThorIndustries.com.
Midland Engineering Company is proud to partner with Mishawaka Schools to bring you Cavemen football. We believe in the Mishawaka way and are honored to work on upgrading their facilities, including historic Mishawaka High School. At Midland, we take pride in being part of our community, whether it's our annual Fallen Heroes Community Service Award with the South Bend Cubs or working with other local charities and nonprofit organizations. Midland and its employees are committed to enhancing the quality of life in Michiana. Midland Engineering Company, a community partner for nearly 100 years. Visit midlandengineering.com.
Do you have an upcoming event and are wondering to yourself, how am I going to feed everyone? Let Monterey Mexican Bar and Grill cater your event. Monterey can customize a menu to please everyone. Or you can go online and select your favorites. Choose from taco bars, homemade chips, and MontereyMexican.com. And remember, a friend that steals your chips is not your friend. MontereyMexican.com. Go Cavemen! Julie's Used Appliances says congratulations and good luck to the Mishawaka Cavemen. Located on Lincoln Way West in Mishawaka, Julie's Used Appliances is your local store for new and used appliances and appliance repair. Accredited by the Better Business Bureau, you can feel confident of your appliance purchase from Julie's. For more information, visit their website, like them on Facebook, or call 574-254-1005. Julie's Used Appliances always supports the Mishawaka Cavemen.
Wrap up your holiday shopping with one-day bus trip. We're going to the Water Tower Place and Chris Crindle Market at Daly Plaza in Chicago. Here you'll find unique gifts from around the world. For just $42, you'll get round-trip transportation to Water Tower Place and Chris Crindle Market by Cardinal Bus and get a $10 certificate to Jaworski's Meat Market. It all happens Saturday, December 1st. One-day bus trip to Water Tower Place and Chris Crindle Market. To get your tickets, go to onedaybustrip.com. That's onedaybustrip.com.
It's time for Cavemen Corner, presented by Midland Engineering Company on Michiana's sports leader, 96.1 FM, WSBT. We're talking all things Mishawaka Cavemen athletics. And now, the hosts of Cavemen Corner, Sean Stiers and Dean Hufford.
We are live at Monterey Mexican Bar and Grill like we have been every Monday. This is week 10. We've been out here, Dean.
Bonus weeks. This is awesome. You know, people keep asking me, "Are you still having fun, Dean?" And it's incredible. I mean, when you've got a football season the way we've had, and the exciting things that are coming up this winter, and with WSBT, this has been a great time and an amazing fall. And then you saw the snow coming down. I know these guys were really pumped up about it Friday night, but you talk about beautiful video and Steel Stadium, the electricity that's around Mishawaka right now.
That's right.
This is fun.
A lot of fun when you get to go to semi-state. We'll be talking to Tommy Frailing and Joe Willis here in just a second, both a couple of guys from the defensive line. Of course, what Dean's talking about, in case you hadn't heard, was that the Cavemen improved to 12-1 after beating Lowell 28-14 Friday to win the regional championship game, and now hosting, once again, get to host Fort Wayne Bishop Dwenger Friday night, 7 o'clock, which is probably, you know, good for as far as parents and coaches' wives and everybody is concerned, instead of that 8 o'clock kickoff, right?
The good thing, the Lowell Red Devils did a great job along with Mishawaka keeping the game moving.
Yeah. Because
that game got over by 11 o'clock. I mean, it was like, okay, we're running the ball, and keep that clock going. But yeah, 7 o'clock, that's going to be a normal time for everybody. You'll hit air a little bit earlier before 7.
That's right.
Tickets are going to be just a little more expensive. They're going to be $10 this week, but it's the Final Four. This is Indiana semi-state, the right to go to Lucas Oil Stadium. And, I thought you were going to say if you've been living in a cave, but a lot of our fans actually do.
What was I thinking? All right, well, let's talk to these guys who are sitting here in front of us. A couple guys from the defensive line, Tommy Frailing and Joe Willis, and I was looking through the latest stats, and you guys are tied 48 tackles each. So as far as the defensive linemen, we've got the two leading tacklers from the defensive line with 48 tackles each. How you guys doing? Pretty excited?
Oh, yeah. Pretty excited for this game.
I can imagine. Off to semi-state, and I'll go with the warm-up question that I kind of toss to all the guys when they're sitting there. So, Tommy, I'll ask you first to tell us something about Joe Willis.
Well, Joey, I started playing with him my junior year, and he's improved a lot. He works real hard and is real determined to be better each week, and I appreciate his work ethic. And I couldn't ask much more from him. So.
And Joe, you can return the favor. Tell us something about Tommy Frailing.
Tommy Frailing, he's a really fun dude to practice with in the games. He's always trying to cheer us on, get us going, and it really motivates the team to do good.
I play a little fast pitch softball, and I'd like to think of myself as a Tommy Frailing out there because sometimes you'll see the guys and they're just even keeled. The game's going along. Everybody's doing their job. And then you look at Tommy in his eyes and it's like, come on, boys, let's go. Let's get it up. And he's one of those guys you want to play with and you want to have play for you. But you don't necessarily want to play against him because know he's bringing it every play, and you bring the best out of other people. Have you always had that personality, or is that one of those that you've grown into as you get to be more of a leader on this football team?
As the years went on with football, I realized a lot of the leaders have left. Last year we had a lot of seniors, and they left, and coaches told me I got to do something about it. So I realized I need to be a leader. And with the season we're having, I don't want to end it, so I need to get my players to keep going and get to where we need to be because we worked real hard and we're a good team. So I would like to see us go all the way or as far as possible. So
yeah, but you're doing an incredible job, and I always kind of reflect back to football memories and a little nostalgic. I don't know if you guys can appreciate how special this time is right now because you're in the moment, and to understand that the entire city of Mishawaka, the Northern Indiana Conference is cheering for Bremen, and they're cheering for Mishawaka. But for you guys, I had this moment the other day, Sean. I was walking down the hall, and I always refer back to that Kenny Chesney song, and I saw a few of you guys coming through the hall, and it's like you had your game day jerseys on Friday among the student body, and it just seemed like there was an energy there. Putting that uniform on and coming out and seeing the snow and the Steel Stadium sign, I mean, was there a moment that you kind of said, this is fun, or did it take you back to maybe playing with your relatives in Thanksgiving or playing with your cousins or brothers or anything?
Well, I've always wanted to play in the snow, and I was checking the weather all week, and about Thursday I checked the weather and saw it was 33 and snowing, and checked it Friday morning and it was still the same. Came out at game time, and it was snow on the ground, and halfway into the second quarter, it started snowing pretty hard, and I was living up one of my dreams, so
yeah.
I just was happy to play something I've wanted for probably as long as I've played.
Yeah, Joe, you hear him talking, it's almost like he's Christmas Eve wanting it to snow for Christmas Day. But was that pretty cool? I mean, at one point, I can remember Sam taking the snap, and I could barely see him, and it must have been kind of strange out there. But at the same time, this is awesome.
Yeah, our defense, we were all happy. We were in the warm-ups, and it started snowing. Everyone was dancing around. We were all ready for this game, and you can even see it during the play, one of the plays. Our whole defense was just dancing around. And then we got serious, and we continued playing. We got out, succeed.
Yeah.
Joe, there have been a lot of big moments, obviously, in this season. You guys are 12-1 and 3 points away from being undefeated, actually, right now. A crazy thunderstorm over there at Marist that we've talked about a time or two.
That crazy Marist team,
they're in the state semifinals now.
Opening game of the
year.
That's
right.
On an 8-18.
That's, Marist is in the Illinois 8A state semifinals against the only team that beat them, Brother Rice. They'll get a rematch with them, and now Valpo is in the 6A semi-state
Football
as
team.
well in Indiana. So I mean, it's been a crazy tough schedule when you look at playing St. Joe twice and you beat them to win the sectional. Obviously, you beat Penn to win the NIC and beat your rival all at the same time. So are there any moments that or wins that stand out above the others that you've had so far this year?
You know, we never really talk about our wins because we want to keep moving forward as much as possible. So next game we prepare as much as we can, but of course every game that we play is a trophy game, and it was amazing to win. And I'm glad that we're going still.
The trophies get a little bit bigger every week, don't they, Tommy?
Yeah, they do. But what we were saying with the wins and all, I don't like to think back on them too much because I want to improve every week, of course. And we let everything go, and that's what I like about my team so much is we always just let it go, and we look forward to the next opponent and keep going. So
and kind of talking about Valpo, Marist, St. Joe, New Prairie last year, and like when you think back of all these games last year and talking to your coaches, they kind of talked about how last year was you lost some of those games and they were lopsided, and physically maybe you guys weren't able to handle it, but it seems like you've pushed back and then some this year. Do you feel like you guys can match up physically with just about anybody?
Oh yeah, I believe my team's work ethic is, if not, I don't know.
You guys work hard in practice and in the games. I mean, that's one of those things that I guess you kind of push each other. You can look to your left and right and know the other guy's working just as hard.
Yeah, we all work so hard. We have the same goal. Coaches keep us in there and tell us we gotta get what we gotta get, and we do it. We work hard throughout the week, and it always ends up paying off. So.
Yeah, Joe, I got to ask you, Sean, I don't know if you could see this, but when they got regional plaque, everybody celebrated, and I think Michael Caterina from the South Bend Tribune caught a picture of Sam Shively biting the regional plaque. I don't know if I've ever seen that, but then I went back to the video, and I listened to you guys, and you're all like, bite it. Where did that come from, or have you seen that before someplace?
I think I wasn't really informed on it, so I was a little confused as well.
Yeah, I didn't see any bite marks on the trophy the week before.
Coach Kinder told us back in his day, whenever they get one, they'd bite it until you couldn't bite it anymore. So he told us when we get it, just bite it,
hang on
save
to it, right?
Save a piece for him. So I was happy we could get that and let him bite another one.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. So big matchup this week. It's got to be fun when you're talking big on big, and it's not like you guys haven't played in big games, but 12-1 versus 12-1. This team's going to be outstanding coming in here. They've had tradition. They've won 4 state titles, 21 regional titles. I mean, this is a good team. Does that get you more fired up? Or is it maybe more focused as the week goes on to say, okay, now we got to pay more attention to detail? And I thought you guys did an amazing job on offense and defense, wrapping up on tackles, taking care of the football. The week before, we didn't take care of the football as much as we wanted to, and this week there was improvement. So probably getting better each week is the goal.
Yeah, we're getting better at both. We want to get fired up, and we want to get more focused. We're always telling each other, watch film, watch film, watch film. And the more we do that, the more better we get on defense.
So it's don't get too high too early, right?
Yeah.
Just kind of let the week build.
I believe it's more just of what we have ahead of us, and without thinking too far ahead of us, we just focus on what we got to do, and we don't think too much on what they've done or whatnot. Just what we have to do, and we just work hard for it.
Well, this is going to be, your fourth straight postseason game at home. You guys had to go on the road against Hobart, but this will be 4 in a row now for a chance to go to semi-state. How much has it meant to you guys and kind of helped you guys to be able to stay at home and play these big games?
It means a lot because you never know where you're going to play along the way, and we've been fortunate enough to get just about every home game. And Coach told us today that teams never know when their last home game is, and we do this week, and It was
one way or another.
Yeah, so it's pretty nice.
When you think about the coaching staff and the players and how things have come together this year, nobody knew how it would all unfold, but it just seems like there's a real sense of brotherhood, a respect, and I know the assistant coaches have all had that chemistry for a long time, but have you felt that this year, that we're playing for more than just myself or just my number, but I'm playing for somebody else?
Oh yeah, you can tell when we get a win, everyone celebrates together. We're always, during preseason, we would always eat together, sleep together, we'd work out together, and we're basically just a family no matter what.
Yeah.
I've got one last question for you before I let you go. So I'm walking in the stadium the other night before the game, getting set up and all that, and I come by. When I'm walking in, I can hear the music blaring like out in the alumni plaza, right? And I'm like, oh, they've got the music playing on the PA. No, that's the locker room. It was blaring, and Black Sabbath was coming out of there. So I want to know who's got Black Sabbath on the playlist.
I believe that would be Coach Smith.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he has a lot of downtime in there, and we come in when it's about time to go in the locker room. He's jamming to his tunes. So.
All right. I'm sure you guys don't mind that, though, do you?
Not a bit.
Okay.
Hey, we'll keep it rolling. We're proud of you guys on and off the field and what you're doing, and then the way you're representing Mishawaka. So keep it rolling. A couple more weeks. This is fun.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Hey, great job, guys. Thanks for coming in tonight. Best of luck to you Friday, and hopefully we'll see you at a big one about a week from Friday as well down in Indianapolis.
Yep. All right.
Tommy Frailing and Joe Willis from the defensive line, and we've got a couple Mishawaka assistants coming in next. Mike Buckman as well as Dean McCool coming in. So we will talk to them coming up next. And coming up after them, we've still got softball coach Brian Miller, who I've heard someplace before. I can't quite name where it is, but he'll join us as well when Cavemen Corner continues at Monterey Mexican Bar and Grill on WSBT.